Welcome to an English language lesson. This lesson is for Form 3. The theme is Health and Environment. This unit is Unit 12. The topic is The Body Beautiful. Dear students, let's begin by looking at the contents. So here we have first of all the learning standards, then reading, we have vocabulary, grammar, and the last one is listening. First, let's look at the learning standards. Here we have main skills, reading 3.1.1, understand the main points in longer text on an increased range of familiar topics. And then we have listening, 1.1.1, understand independently the main ideas in simple longer text on an increased range of familiar topics. And 1.1.3, recognize with little or no support attitudes or opinions in longer text on an increased range of familiar topics. Then we have the complementary skills. Reading 3.1.2, understand specific details and information in longer text on an increased range of familiar topics. And listening 1.1.3, recognize with little or no support attitudes or opinions in longer text on an increased range of familiar topics. Dear students, now let's begin our lesson. Look at the title of this unit, The Body Beautiful. So when can you use this phrase? The answer is use this phrase to talk about someone who is physically attractive. Dear students, here we have 9 words or phrases. They are related to the body. So what do you think are the missing letters? For example, number 1, you have the letters B and R, and then there are 3 missing letters. So BR, answer number 1 is brain, B-R-A-I-N. Number 2, you have HA, so there are 2 missing letters. The answer is hand. Number 3, C, and then you have 2 missing letters or alphabet, and then you have the F. Okay, the alphabet F, C, F. So answer is calf. Number 4, SH, and there are 5 missing alphabets. And then you have R. So answer is shoulder. H, and you have 2 blanks there, and R and another blank. So the answer is heart. Number 6, C, H, and then you have a T. So answer is chest. Number 7, T and U. So the answer is thumb. Number 8, SK, and then there are 2 missing letters. So the answer is skin. And the last one, 9, SK, 3 blanks, and then you have another word T and 2 blanks. So the answer is skeleton. Okay, so here you have 9 words. They are related to the body. Now, students, we'll continue with reading. So reading, first of all, let's look at the question. How much do you know about the human body? Do the quiz and find out. Your teacher will give you the correct answers. So question number 1. Which is the largest organ in the human body? You have the heart, the lungs, the brain, and the skin. So answer is the skin. Number 2. How many bones are there in the adult human body? 206, 276, 106, or 186. So the answer is 206. Number 3, what is the total length of all the blood vessels in a child's body? About 23,000 kilometers, about 97,000 kilometers, about 36,000 kilometers, and the last one about 65,000 kilometers. So what is the length of all the blood vessels in a child's body? So the answer is B, about 97,000 kilometers. And the last question, how much does the adult human brain weigh on average? 1 kilogram, 2 kilogram, 1.3 kilogram, or 2.3 kilograms? So answer is C, 1.3 kilogram. Let's move on to exercise 2. Can you read and understand the short text below? Can you read the text? Write your own answers or your own sentences in the notebook with the jumbled up letters. Okay, following the rule above. And then swap your sentence or your note with your partner. So can you read and understand the short text below? It doesn't matter in what order the letters in the word are. The only important thing is that the first and the last letter, okay, they must be in the right place. Okay, so the first and the last letter, they must be in the right place. The rest can be a total what? Okay, a total mess, and you can still read it without any problems. This is because the human brain does not read every letter by itself, but the word as a whole. Isn't that amazing? Dear students, for exercise 3, which is C, quickly read the article about the human brain. What advice is suggested for students who are unable to do their homework? Remember, look at the word focus. So here we have universe. Universe means all the stars, planets, galaxies, etc. or others in space. Rational is sensible and practical. Neuron. Neuron is a cell that sends and receives messages to and from the brain. And sensory means connected with the physical senses.
Your brain controls everything you do. It makes it possible for you to think, learn, create and feel emotions, to blink and breathe and for your heart to beat. This fantastic control center is your brain. It is so amazing that a famous scientist once called it the most complex thing we have yet discovered in our universe. Trying to make sense of the brain isn't easy. We know it's the organ that makes us human by giving us the ability to create art and language, make decisions and produce rational thought. It's also responsible for our personalities, memories, movement, and how we understand the world. Can this small grey organ, which weighs less than 1.5 kilos, can really do so much? Amazingly, but your brain contains about 100 billion microscopic cells called neurons. It would take you over 3,000 years to count them all. Whenever you dream, laugh, think, see or move, it's because signals are racing between these neurons. Believe it or not, the activity in your brain never stops. Your neurons create and send more messages than all the phones in the world. And although one neuron creates only a very small amount of electricity, all your neurons together can produce enough electricity to power a light bulb. So exactly how fast does your brain work? Well, imagine this: a bee lands on your foot. Neurons in your skin send this information to your brain at a speed of more than 240 kilometers per hour. Your brain then uses other neurons to send the message back to your foot to shake the bee off quickly. These neurons can send this information at more than 320 kilometers per hour. No computer has your brain's incredible ability to cope with the amount of information coming from your eyes, ears and other sensory organs. But how does your brain allow you to learn things that you will use in the future? The structure of your brain changes every time you have a new thought, remember or learn something. For example, riding a bike seems impossible at first, but soon you are able to do it. How? As you practice, your brain sends bike riding messages again and again. Soon, the actions are learnt and you're able to ride a bike easily from then on. How quickly we learn things varies from person to person, but there are some things which can help us to learn faster and, surprisingly, exercise is one of them. We know that any exercise that makes your heart beat faster is great for your body and can even help improve your mood, but we know less about the effects of exercise on learning. However, scientists have recently discovered that for a period of time after you've exercised, your body produces a chemical that makes it easier for your brain to learn. So, if you're stuck on a homework problem that is too difficult to solve, go out and play a game of football, then try the problem again. You just might discover that you're able to solve it.
Dear students, after the reading exercise, now read the exam task below and underline the keywords. Okay, so let's look at the exam close up, choosing the best option. Remember, if you see the same word in an answer option and in the text, it may not be the correct answer. Read the section in the text with the same word carefully and check it is the best option. Remember, you have to read all the answer options before you choose the best one. Okay, let's look at the exam task. Read the text and questions below. For each question, choose the correct letter A, B, C, or D. Number 1. Why does the writer mention computers? A. To compare them to the human brain. B. To show how fast they have become. C. To say that computers have no abilities. And D. To say that computers need eyes and ears. So the answer is A. To compare them to the human brain. Question 2. We know that neurons A. Send messages very slowly. B. Are only found in your skin. C. Deliver messages to your brain. And D. Need electricity to work. So the answer is C. Deliver messages to your brain. Number 3. When you have a new thought. A. Your heart beats faster. B. The structure of your brain changes. C. You learn something new. And D. You remember something. So the answer is B. The structure of your brain changes. Number 4. What does the writer tell us about exercise? A. It can make you less intelligent. B. It needs a special chemical. C. Its effects are not well known. And D. It can make you feel better. So answer is D. It can make you feel better. Question number 5. What is the article generally about? A. All the steps that are involved when your brain learns things. B. What an incredible organ the human brain is. C. How the brain makes people smarter than computers. And D. The things you can do to speed up your brain. So the answer is B. What an incredible organ the human brain is. Now let's move on to the next exercise. Find these words in the text and use them to complete the definitions below. So you have the words structure, mood, organs, sense, and signals. Number 1. Electrical messages in the body are known as? Answer is signals. Your is the way you are feeling at a certain time. So answer is your mood. The way something is built is known as its. Answer is structure. If the meaning of something is not clear, it doesn't make sense. Number 5. The eyes, ears, nose, and mouth and skin are all organs. Now, work with a partner to solve the brain teaser below. You have 2 minutes. A man went for a walk. After about an hour, he came to a deep, wide river. There was no bridge. He didn't have a boat or a raft or any other materials to make one. He couldn't swim. How did he get across the river? So how did he get across the river? So this is a brain teaser. Answer is, it was winter and the river was frozen over. So the man walked across the ice. Okay. Students, now we are going to move on to the next lesson. This is vocabulary. Dear students, lesson number 1 or A. This is to match the parts of the body A to J with the words below. So you have ankle, calf, chest, elbow, forehead, hip, shoulder, stomach, thigh, and also tongue. So you have the labels here A to J. So where is ankle? Ankle is J. Calf, where's your calf? Calf is H. Chest, chest is F. Elbow, elbow is A. Forehead is C. Hip is E. Shoulder is B. Stomach is G. Thigh, thigh is I. And thumb is D. For exercise 2B, read these amazing facts about the human body and choose the correct answers. 1. A man's chest, beard or eyelid contains between 7,000 and 15,000 hairs. So the answer is beard. Number 2, on average, a person blinks, laughs or cries 15,000 times a day. So answer is blinks. Number 3, the human neck, cheek or tongue is used for pronunciation as well as tasting food. So the answer is definitely tongue. Number 4, it's impossible to sneeze, cough or yawn and keep your eyes open. So answer is sneeze. Number 5, when you are angry, your blood pressure, water or sweat pressure rises. So this one is also definitely blood pressure. Okay, number 6, 50% more males than females are left-handed or handed. So the answer is left-handed. Number 7, the muscles, bones or cells in the heart work involuntarily. This means you don't have to think about using them. So answer is muscles. Number 8, on average, a person sighs, breathes or bites 25,000 times a day. So answer is breathe. Now for exercise C, complete the text with these words. So you have confident, eyes, eyebrows, features, personality, shy, successful, and thin. Let's look at the text or the passage. What's in a face? It is said that the eyes are the window of the soul. But did you know that according to the ancient Chinese art of face reading, all your facial answer is features reveal secrets about your personality. In this ancient art, all parts of the face give an experienced reader information. Large eyes indicate that you are generous, while long, thick eyebrows above the eyes indicate that you are very wise. Large, flat ear, so here you have ears, show that you are a good listener. And the type of mouth you have says a lot about your ability to communicate. A large mouth shows that you are probably loud and confident when you speak, whereas a small mouth shows that you may be quiet and shy. If your lips are large and thick, this indicates that you are honest and loyal. However, if your lips are small and thin, don't despair. This means that you will be successful later in life. Dear students, the next lesson is grammar. Dear students, the first grammar item is adjectives. The first exercise A. Read and underline the adjectives in the sentences. My mom has a beautiful red Italian car. So the adjectives are beautiful, red, and Italian. Sentence number 2. What a horrible, huge straw hat. Adjectives are horrible, huge, and straw. And the last sentence, Jenny gave me a gorgeous white woolen scarf. The adjectives, gorgeous, white, and woolen. Second exercise, read the sentences in A again and answer the questions. Number 1, which adjectives describe opinion? So, opinion. So the adjective for opinion, they are beautiful, horrible, and gorgeous. Question 2. Which adjectives describe color? Color. The adjectives are red and white. Number 3. Which adjective describes origin? So the answer is Italian. Number 4. Which adjective describes size? So the answer is huge. Which adjectives describe material? So the answers are straw and woolen. Do adjectives of opinion come before or after other kinds of adjectives? So opinion here you have beautiful, horrible, and gorgeous. So the answer will be they come before other kinds of adjectives. For the next exercise, read the sentences and complete the rule below by choosing the correct endings. A. Basketball is a very tiring sport. B. They are tired because they have been playing basketball. Adjectives that end in ing, tiring, or ed, tired, describe the effect something can have on someone. Adjectives that end in ing or ed describe how someone feels. Okay, so adjectives that end in ing describe the effect something can have on someone. Adjectives that end in ed describe how someone feels. So here you have tiring. So this is the effect something can have on someone. But tired describe how someone feels. Now let's move on to the next grammar item. It is adverbs. Adverbs give us information about how, where, when, how often, and to what degree something happens. Look at these sentences and the adverbs in bold and answer the questions below. The little boy wrote his name carefully. Our PE teacher left yesterday. My granddad is quite fit. I often go to the gym opposite my house. Which adverb is used to answer the question how? So the first one is carefully. Where will be the opposite. When is yesterday. How often is often. And to what degree is quite. Next, so and such. We use so and such for emphasis. Look at these sentences and answer the questions below. Looking after your health is so important. Oranges are such a good source of vitamin C. What part of speech follows so? Answer is an adjective. What parts of a speech follow such? So answer is an article plus a noun. So here you have so. Looking after your health is so important. So part of the speech follows so is important. So important is an adjective. What parts of speech follow such? Oranges are such a good source of vitamin C. So you have a, which is an article, and the noun is source of vitamin C. Dear students, now complete the sentences with the adjectives in bracket. Julie has hair. So how do you use the adjectives? You have blonde, lovely, and short. You have to rearrange the adjectives. So Julie has, answer is lovely, short, blonde hair. Number 2, Lisa bought some boots. Italian, leather, and new are the adjectives. So the answer is Lisa bought some new Italian leather boots. Number 3, I saw a or an statue. So you have the adjectives amazing, huge, and marble. I saw a or an, answer is an amazing, huge marble statue. Number 4, what a or an ring. So you have adjectives diamond, expensive, and pink. What an expensive pink diamond ring. Number 5, we sat around the table. So you have large, round, and wooden. Arrange the adjectives. So we sat around the large, round, wooden table. Next, exercise G. Complete the sentences with the pairs of words given. So here you have amaze, amazing, bored, boring, excited, exciting, interested, and interesting. Number 1, medicine is a or an subject to study. So medicine is an interesting subject to study. Mandy is interested in becoming a doctor. Riding a roller coaster is exciting. The children are excited because they are going to the fun fair today. I think watching tennis is boring. I much rather play it. I'm bored. What can I do? Number 4, the human body is amazing. It can do so many things. Janet was amazed when her brother learned to ride a bike in half an hour. Let's continue with exercise H. Circle the correct words. Number 1, I always brush or brush always my hair before I go to school. So answer is, I always brush my hair before I go to school. Number 2, my little sister is too or enough short to go on the roller coaster. So the answer is too short. Number 3, this book is almost or very never read. So this book is almost or never. So answer is this book is almost never read. So number 4, the doctor told my father not to work such or so hard. Answer is so hard. Peggy goes on Saturdays to the gym. Or Peggy goes to the gym on Saturdays. So the answer is Peggy goes to the gym on Saturdays. Number 6, people usually are or people are usually at home at the weekend. So answer are usually. We should all exercise and eat healthily, or we should all exercise and healthily eat. So the answer is eat healthily. And the last sentence, the seminar was such a or so success that it will be held again next year. So answer is such a success. Now let's continue comparisons of adjectives and adverbs. A. Look at these sentences and answer the questions below. Granddad's mustache is the longest I have ever seen. Paul's feet are bigger than his father's feet. My classmate James complains the most in our class. Stephen wakes up earlier than the rest of his family. Question 1. Which sentences contain the comparative form? So answer is B and D, because we have here bigger than and earlier, wake up earlier than. And then number 2, which sentences contain the superlative form? So answer is A and C, because you have the word the. So you have the longest and also you have the most. Exercise B. Look at these sentences and answer the questions below. My brother isn't as tall as Dad. Lucy can run as fast as Beth. In sentence A, who is the tallest? Is it the brother, my brother, or Dad? So the answer is Dad. In sentence B, can Beth run faster than Lucy? Answer is no. Exercise C, complete the rules. We use plus, adjective or adverb, and plus to show that two people or things are similar in some way. So answer is, we use adjective or adverb. Okay, before that we must put s. So we use s plus adjective and adverb and another s. So for example, as tall as or as fast as, to show that two people or things are similar in some way. And when they are not similar, we can use, what do we use? We use not. Okay, so not as or not so, plus the adjective or adverb, and we add another s. Dear students, let's continue with exercise D. Complete the second sentences so that they have a similar meaning to the first sentences. Use the words in bold. Number 1, Mom and Dad go to bed at midnight. I go to bed at 10 o'clock. So the word is late. I don't go to bed. Answer is as late as Mom and Dad. Number 2, Katie's hair reaches her waist. My hair is shoulder length. The word given is then. My hair is shorter than Katie's. Number 3, I try hard to do well at school. My best friend doesn't try hard enough. So the word is harder. I try harder than my best friend to do well at school. Number 4, both Melinda and I run for 2 kilometers every morning. The word given far. Melinda runs as far as I do every morning. Number 5, I haven't seen a better documentary than the one about the human body. The word given is the. The documentary about the human body was the best I have ever seen. Number 6, Kelly takes less time to solve maths problems than the rest of the class. The word given quickly. Kelly solved maths problem more quickly than the rest of the class. Number 7, I can see better than my grandma. The word given well. My grandma can't see as well as I can. The last sentence, Mom says that nobody sings as beautifully as I do. The word given is most. Mom says that I sing the most beautifully of all. Yes, students, now exercise E. Complete the text with these words. You have longest, many, more, most, smaller, and smallest. Let's look at the passage. Our skeleton. The human skeleton is amazing. Some of its many functions include enabling us to move, supporting and protecting our internal organs, and producing blood cells. Not surprisingly, the bones of children and young teenagers are, answer is, smaller than those of adults. However, babies have more bones than adults. A baby is born with about 300 bones. As it grows, some bones join together. An adult skeleton has 206 bones, and half of them are in the hands and feet. However, the foot doesn't have as, answer is, many bones as the hand. It has one less. Bones have different shapes and functions. Some bones are flat, others are long or short, and others are irregular in shape. The thigh bone is the longest and strongest bone of the human skeleton, whereas the smallest bone in our body is found in the ear. It is only 2.8 millimeters long. Even though bones are strong and tough, they can break. Did you know that the collarbone breaks the most easily? Lucky for us, bones are made of living cells. When a bone breaks, lots of new cells are produced to rebuild it. Dear students, let's continue with the listening lesson. Dear students, let's go through the exam close-up notes. Keeping calm. It's important to try and keep calm in the exam. Getting nervous will make it more difficult for you to understand the listening. Try to focus on each question and underline the keywords in the questions before you listen. As you listen, look at the pictures carefully and take notes. Write down any key information you hear. You will have time to read your notes and the questions again. So don't worry if you can't answer all the questions the first time you listen. Let's look at the exercise. A. Where are the body of each things found? So here we have L for leg, A for arm, and H for head. Ankle. So where can you find ankle? So the answer is L. So it is part of the leg. Calf, it is also part of the leg, L. Chin, chin is H, it is part of the head. And ear, it is also part of the head. Elbow is part of the arm. Knee is part of the leg. Shoulder, arm, thumb, arm, and tongue is head. Dear students, listen to 4 speakers and circle the body part they are describing.
Listening, Unit 12, page 152, B. 1,
Well, I can put my shoe on, but I can't walk.
2,
I'm in a lot of pain, and I can't turn my head at all.
3. These 3 are okay, but this one, next to the thumb, won't move at all. 4.
I had to cover them one at a time and read some letters off a board across the room.
Dear students, just now you listened to 4 speakers. Now you have to circle the body parts they are describing. So the first speaker described ankle, neck or elbow. So the answer is ankle. The second speaker mentioned or described calf, hip or neck. So the answer is neck. The third speaker mentioned toes, fingers or hands. Answer is fingers. And the fourth speaker mentioned ears, eyes or legs. Answer is eyes. Dear students, for exercise C, read the exam close-up and then complete the exam task. Remember to focus on each question and write notes while you listen. Here you have 6 questions in this part. For each question, there are 3 pictures and a short recording. So you have to circle the correct answer A, B or C.
Listening, Unit 12, page 152, C.
There are 6 questions in this part. For each question, there are 3 pictures and a short recording. Circle the correct answer A, B or C. 1. What activity did the friends decide to do?
I feel really unfit. I need to do more sport, but I haven't got time.
I know. I feel the same. We spend hours sitting studying for exams.
Or on the computer when we're not.
Well, why don't we go running for an hour before school?
Running? You must be joking. And it's too cold in the mornings. I think we should go to the gym at the sports centre after class.
But it's really expensive, isn't it?
I'm not sure. The other option is walking in the mountains at the weekend. We have more time for that.
But I often go away at weekends to my grandparents. Maybe we should do something after school.
OK, I'll check the prices at the sports centre online.
2. When will the man leave hospital?
I can't wait to get out of this place. I've been here a week already. but now I'm getting better and the doctors are finally saying that I can leave tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to going home. Mind you, they've said I'll need to rest for 2 weeks, so I won't be able to go back to work immediately.
3. How does the girl think she hurt her shoulder?
I've had this terrible pain in my shoulder for 3 days now. I'm not sure what I did, but Mum says I'll have to go to the doctor if it's not better soon.
It was probably that tennis match last week.
Well, I don't think so, because I didn't feel anything at the time, and I was fine until 3 days ago. I probably slept in a strange position in my sleep.
Well, do you know what I think? I think you've been sitting for too long in front of the computer. It's very bad for you.
Well, yes. I think you're right. I do spend a lot of time chatting to friends or playing games.
4. Which picture shows the boy's uncle?
At school, we've been learning about people with disabilities. It's incredible the way that blind people can understand things just by hearing, touching and smelling things. And people in wheelchairs are really strong and fast. My uncle had an accident and he moves around with no problem on his own on wheels. I've also got a new friend at school who is deaf. I'm learning sign language to communicate with him. It's amazing.
5. Which part of her body did the woman hurt? It's very painful 2 days later, and I can't move any part of my arm now. If I try to move my fingers, when I'm getting dressed, for example, it really hurts. That's not the area I hit, but even my shoulder is painful. Obviously, when you hit that middle part of the arm so hard, it affects everything above and below that spot. It must be a really sensitive part of the arm, I suppose. 6. What does the man decide to buy?
Oh, this is hopeless. I can't find any clothes I like. This one t-shirt is nice, but they don't have it in my size. I quite like these trousers, but they're too short.
What about these shorts?
Won't it be too cold to wear them?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay, I'll have them then. They'll look good with the t-shirts I have at home.
Oh, good. I am pleased.
Dear students, let's go through the answers. Number 1, what activity do the friends describe to do? Answer is B. Question 2, when will the man leave hospital? Answer is C. Number 3, how does the girl think she hurt her shoulder? Answer is B. Which picture shows the boy's uncle? Answer is C. Number 5, which part of her body did the woman hurt? Answer is C. Question 6, what does the man decide to buy? Answer is B. Dear students, we have come to the end of our lesson for this unit. Remember that there is another unit which is part 2. Do remember to subscribe to my channel. It is called Educator Omni Tube. I am Madam Gan. Signing off and see you in another English language lesson. Bye.